I'm here now. I'm doing the best I can. Where are you now? Did your dreams come true? Here we go.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Clinton Navigator Bowman, and you're listening to the Outerhaven Podcast, number 90. 10 away. 10 away from the big 100, the big C note, the big Benjamin Franklin. And we have a lot to talk about today. So let's get right to the business, and let's introduce everybody. Yo, shouts out to Queens. We're going to jump right into Forest Hills with Jason Kwasnicki. Jason, what's going on?
Yo, what up, everybody?
And then we're going to take a hop, skip, and a jump over to Australia.
That's a long skip, man.
With a big man, Carl Mase Smartest. Carl, what's up?
Yeah, welcome to part 1 of my introduction. The other parts will be released as episodic content with DLC in later points.
we also skipping back right to Brooklyn. Yo, with the Spanish man with the weird name, Carlos Abdul. What's up, Carlos?
¿Cómo estás? I can't wait to get the episodic content when I'm available. But no. You have to buy me as separate DLC aside from the content. Big ups.
We got ourselves a Mark Sullivan. A wild Mark Sullivan has appeared. What's up, Mark?
Yo, what's up? Making my podcast debut.
Oh, indeed, man.
Yay.
Welcome, man. And then we
Pop
also
the cherry.
have the big boss in charge. Yo, Mr. Kiefer Sutherland himself. Keith Mitchell, what's going on?
Oh my god, you keep calling me Keith or Sutherland. I'm gonna freaking kill you.
Okay, excuse me. Let's rewind that. Mr. David Hayter himself.
Oh, even
job.
better.
Keith
That's
Mitchell.
fired.
What's up?
Man. Hello.
Hey, it could be worse. We could always call him Hideo Kojima and get him off this podcast.
Yeah, then I couldn't be here.
No. He's not going to get off. He's going to go on vacation.
Yeah. And be restricted from doing anything.
But you on
Konami.
vacation.
Yo,
Konami.
We all
Konami
know
is
that
a
everything
magical
changed in the
place.
basement.
Konami's never gonna live that fuck down. Ever.
Ever. It'll be the most hard. No, I'm sorry. That's going to be the running joke that ruins their lives.
Good.
All right, cool. So last week we talked about the Game Awards, which was
Lame.
complete utter dreck.
Crap. Drivel.
And then we have the PlayStation Experience, which in my opinion was pure and utter dreck. But to
Wait.
other people,
Wait, what?
they liked it.
Did you even watch it?
No. Hold up. What quantifies as like it? Because I thought it was mediocre.
Well, okay. That's set the expectation.
Well, I'm
When-
joking around with the whole
When
dreck thing.
you watched the PlayStation Experience, did you expect it to be something they were going to be announcing new games? It was going to be a game show equivalent to E3 or Gamescom.
That's how they position the PlayStation Experience.
But it's not.
They always position it that way, and
But
that's the
it's
problem with the
not.
average. See,
Well,
that's
PlayStation
not
Experience.
what matters. That's not what matters. The thing is, don't advertise something that it's not. That is false advertising to 100% T. That is complete false advertising.
Although
sorry.
I think ultimately that false advertising was given because of the presence of Final Fantasy VII. Just out that one game.
no.
I mean, to be fair, we didn't know that was gonna be there.
A lot of it
until
was the PlayStation. A lot of the PlayStation Experience advertisement also centered heavily around the Capcom Cup, which we all know Snake Eyes wasn't going to win, and I'm kind of disappointed about that.
Wait, how
I
did
thought-
you know that he wasn't going to win from the get-go? Come on now.
America versus Japan. Who are you going to take?
We go back and forth all the time.
Who
Yeah,
are you
it's
going
true.
to take? Who are you going to take? America versus Japan.
It
Depends on the game.
Depends on the game.
In Street Fighter 4.
Depends on who's in there.
Nope.
Okay, no, I'm sorry, Japan.
I'm
If
sorry.
Infiltration is there.
Japan 100. No, that's Korea. Infiltration's Korea.
Oh.
Japan takes it free all day. Like,
Well, I can't say that. I really can't say that.
I mean, if it was Marvel, then it's a whole another ball game. But Street Fighter 4, yeah.
I will say the face of Street Fighter has changed a lot. I mean, even though a lot of the top players are back in Japan now, what about Diego Daigo,
Daigo.
yeah, Daigo. Sorry, I
Beast.
keep saying his name wrong. What about him placing 10th?
Because we all know Daigo was slipping. And honestly, Daigo even pointed out, like, I don't give a shit about Street Fighter until Street Fighter 5 comes out.
Yes, he
Like-
does. Fuck that. Yes,
he only
does.
gets paid to give a shit about Street Fighter.
Yo, that cat is full of shit. He knows he cares. He
No,
knows
he doesn't. He doesn't care
Yes,
till
he
5.
does. The fuck he doesn't.
He's even said he doesn't care till 5, and I'm taking his word for it because you know what? The way he's playing, he's getting knocked out in pools at Evo. What?
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe there's just better players out there right now too.
By
You ever
John
think of that?
freaking Choi. Really?
Hey,
John Choi. Okay.
every dog has their day.
And you don't land on the top forever, man. Can't stay on top of the mountain forever. Sometimes you got to roll down.
Yep, pretty much.
Literally, the reaction to Daigo getting eliminated at Evo was like, what the fuck just
Well,
But
he's
that
pretty
doesn't
much
really matter
wait,
because of that comeback.
It doesn't
Because
make
of
a
that
difference
comeback.
what his emotion is because he's mostly emotionless any freaking way. So you can
I'm not
never
talking
tell.
about his emotion. I'm talking about the feeling around it. Was
Who
everybody
cares?
like, what the was that? Like, everybody was expecting Daigo to at least get
Who
top 8.
cares? Who cares?
No, I didn't expect Daigo to get top 15. I know he's Daigo, but shit, guy has not. been-
Yumahara Ryu. Yeah, maybe I don't know.
No, guy has been too predictable lately, and
I don't know.
I
wouldn't
think
say that.
he's
I
he
wouldn't
got
say
a
that.
little complacent, dude.
My man's phoning it in.
Yeah, he is.
Anyway, we
I-
had a lot of announcements. I'm sorry for that one, but we do have a lot of announcements. The keynote did open with a new cutscene from Uncharted 4, with the introduction of Nate's brother and dialogue options mid cutscene. Mark,
What's
take a
up?
little bit of talk about that, man.
All right, so the dialogue options, and actually the news just came out today. There was an interview with Neil Druckmann, and they aren't going to affect the narrative. They're just kind of there as like a nod for previous players. And what they showed actually was the conversation between Nate and his brother, and it was actually, if you read the blurbs, they're just like generalized summaries of the plot from the first 3 games, which I think is smart because Uncharted is a linear like experience that shouldn't be made too broad, and branching out the game into other ways, it would just be too much, especially this late in the series.
Right, I understand that. But Nate's brother as a character, what's up? How you feeling about that?
I mean, this isn't the first time we've seen him. I'm a little curious about him. I especially want to know what his deal is. He's been away, seemingly imprisoned. I'm
Right.
interested to know like why.
Yeah, this is the first we're hearing of him at all.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
So
especially interesting given we know Nate's past as a child. Like
Yeah.
we've actually played as Nate as a child. Where was his brother?
That's actually a
Yeah,
good
that's a
question.
good question.
And
Yeah.
you know what? It feels like just I don't know. Maybe because I haven't played Uncharted that much, but it seems like putting Nate's brother sort of like a left turn out of nowhere. Like all of a sudden, your brother is here. What?
I think there's kind of a reason. I think like he didn't he didn't want people to know about him. Maybe he was a long lost brother that he didn't know as a kid. It's just interesting that we got insight into his childhood, and yet we
But
know-
didn't Nate say he thought he died? So if he's dead, why am I going to talk about him?
Well, then again, we don't really know if that was when they were kids or if that was because I'm pretty sure it was that they haven't seen each other for 15 years.
Yeah,
But,
he's 15.
yeah. So we're not really sure of the timeline.
absolutely. All right. So let's not dwell too long on this because Final Fantasy VII Remake got a trailer showing early events in Midgar, and also the original Final Fantasy VII, the PS4 port, is out right now and comes with a gorgeous free theme.
The theme makes me want to cry every
The
time.
main
Yeah,
problem
it's
is
pretty
the
good.
main problem is for those who bought it on Steam, why buy it again?
Because you didn't buy it on Steam? Oh, wait, you said if you were on Steam? Because I'm addicted to Final Fantasy. I'm not addicted to Final Fantasy.
Because I don't have my PS1.
I'll wait for the remake. Thank you.
I mean, I bought it for
That's-
trophies, and it's been a while since I played the game again. Or
I mean,
Yeah,
you
I
bought it
played
for
the game,
trophies.
so-
Steam has achievements.
They're not trophies.
Yeah,
though.
but I have so much invested in my PSN account, so.
See, that's the same argument I would have. I'd have more invested in my Steam account.
I mean, yeah, to each his own.
Yeah,
I mean,
See, for me, it's the fact that I wouldn't mind playing it again. It's the game that I've played many times, and I can't be bothered getting my PS3 up and running to play it on that. And my PS1 discs won't work in the PS4. Thank you, Sony.
You gotta
Speaking of-
buy this, man. Come on.
I mean, I don't know that putting that out was, for
Plus,
people like
cheats
us
still.
that have played it before. I think it's more so to just. I mean, it's also Square. They're port happy. They just put out Final Fantasy VI on Steam, and they
I'm really
put up
debating if I'm gonna buy that game or not. I know it's
I would
shit.
say, yeah, don't. Just because the art style is the mobile version and the sprites don't match the backgrounds. I
the
wouldn't.
whole
I
thing is
wouldn't
the
go
mobile
for it.
version. It's
Yeah.
a straight up port of the iOS.
Yeah, and it doesn't. And it.
Are you
doesn't
talking
look
about
good
those
because of the
very
art
washed
style.
out sprites, the terrible
Yes,
textures,
yes.
the cheap ass shading? Yo, that is mad DeviantArt right there, my man.
And they did the same thing with 5. They put 5 out on Steam with that version, and it just looks so jarring and ugly. And you're better off just emulating the Game Boy Advance or even the SNES version.
Damn. Say that.
Yo, he just advocated emulation
I
on
did.
the podcast.
Good
You're
job.
fired.
No. I want to give him a raise. I like
Hey.
I mean,
If
when
you're,
it comes
if you're advocating emulation for something that a company will not get us to do on its own damn consoles, go for it.
Hey,
Exactly.
if Kind of Funny can do it, we can do it. No,
Just as
Keep
long as
going.
you own, just as long as you own a copy of the original content.
Shut up.
I-
Quinn.
Let me
I
let me
do.
just play devil's advocate for a minute here, though. You also have to understand that, like, these are businesses, and I don't necessarily agree with their policies, but just to play devil's advocate, like, they do have to assign people to actually go and establish these emulation programs and to integrate like trophies, and these games are up-resed or up-rendered or whatever the terminology is.
Upscale.
And you can see the difference when you play Final Fantasy VII on the PS4. So,
Right.
there is some work that does have to be paid for now. Is $15.99 fair? I
not
would
for
argue
Final
there,
Fantasy
but
VI.
I'm sorry, what? No.
What?
Definitely,
$15.99? No.
definitely not for Final Fantasy VI when it. I don't know. That art style just nobody liked it. It was universally just not liked.
The thing is, I
Yeah.
would not have a trouble with that art style because, it does kind of look like it's just a high-res version of the sprites, but at the same time, it just looks too flat. There's no definition.
Yeah.
And it still should be. Look, if you're going to like upscale the graphics, why don't you make them look more like, I don't know, those guys over at Chrono Trigger or the sprites over at Golden Axe?
Right.
Shit that actually make them look like the characters instead of little fucking midgets. Look, no offense to JRPG fans.
Well, it's even so. Just the sprites that they use, they just don't look good against those backgrounds. At least not in my opinion. Like, it looks like two conflicting art styles.
All right, indeed. Let's move on a little bit. Speaking of games that got re-released on the PlayStation 4 that you have to pay for again, PS2 classics. That was the thing.
Sure was. And
hell yeah.
Oh yeah, PS2 classics, and another one's coming out this week. Parappa the Rapper 2. How much should that be? Probably $10.
probably
$2.
more.
And I have the disc.
Now,
Guess what?
hold up. Do you have
Still
to
gotta
get
buy
that
it.
through a normal PSN, or do you have to get it at gay-ass PlayStation Now PlayStation?
No.
Now you
PS4
rebuy the
PS2
game.
classics are rebuy the game on PSN.
Oh, good.
So even if you have a PS3 classic version of the game, yeah, you gotta rebuy the game.
Good job, Sony.
But the thing about Sony is like we upraised it to 1080 and we totally put trophies in it. I'm like, you couldn't do that for the PS3?
No.
Well, I mean, again,
Nah.
it goes to what I just said about the costs and the resources. They could either do one of two things. They could choose to allow everybody who had the classics on PS3 to bring them over, or they could cut them off and decide to sell it again, but at the same time add all the trophies and whatnot. They couldn't. There's not an avenue where they can go both ways.
Well, I think with the PS2 emulated games on PS4, they're also like it's not just simple emulation. Like they're up-resing and making them look a little better, right?
Exactly, and that costs money to do.
Yeah. Like it's different from getting the PS2 classics or even PS1 classics on PS3. They don't look any different, and it seems
They don't gotta do all that shit. People be happy to pay it the fucking way it was meant to play.
Now, when you mean like upscaling, are we talking about Devil May Cry collection, God of War collection, that type?
not like a full HD remaster, but they do
The
look a
smoothing.
little better.
The exact quote is up-rendered 1080p.
There we go.
Yeah, so it's up renders. I was like, people are happy
Yeah,
to play it
they
though.
up render their shit and it still don't fucking work right. Europeans and Australians, we are actually having issues with those games actually playing on PS4 consoles.
That has to do with the PAL stuff?
Probably.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, let's move back to the PlayStation experience, and we have the first DLC Mac pack for Black Ops 3 Awakening will be available first in early 2016 on PlayStation 4, and PlayStation is the official presenting partner for the Call of Duty World League.
Yay!
More
No fucks
esports.
given.
Anyways, open beta
Done.
Battleborn in 2016, and a new character called Toby
And guess
was
what?
also revealed.
And nobody will care because Overwatch will be out and they'll be like, Battleborn, what?
What?
Yo,
I
shouts
don't know.
out.
Which is-
Toby. Toby's a pretty cute
which
little
is-
penguin, man.
Like, what's
Yeah,
your name?
Pe-
What's your name?
Penguin in a
Toby.
mech suit. That's
Toby.
His noise
Toby.
is annoying. His noise is annoying as hell, but
I'm sorry. I mean, I played in the closed beta for Battleborn, and it was a lot of fun. It really was.
And then Overwatch came.
And then I got into the beta for Overwatch, and it was like,
It's like night and day, my
yeah,
man.
I'm not playing this anymore.
Hold up. Battleborn. Would that be the one from Epic
From
Games?
2K.
No.
2K.
Gearbox.
Gearbox,
You're thinking about
Paragon, which is another thing we'll get to later.
All right,
Come back.
so new character, the final character for Street Fighter 5. Bang. The irony about it is, Ken Borgard hit that nail on the head for everyone.
Wait, didn't you say fan?
He said Fan and then Zen.
Yeah, that
We
you
didn't
say
really
Fang.
realize that it was gonna be, Fang. Maybe
Yeah.
they changed it post credits, or maybe
Nah,
he got it
fan
wrong.
was just in the sound code. So
You know what's weird? Somehow, this one character, out of an entire roster of
change the game
cultural
completely.
stereotypes, managed to be even more of a stereotype. I'm sorry.
Wow.
He's a freaking Jiangxi, all right.
Yeah, he's that dude from like Big Trouble in Little China.
Bruh.
I think he literally is that guy.
No. He is Xianko in a dude's outfit. Like he's like plays like he's a freaking Jiangxi thing, and he got the little poison attacks. He changes the mechanic. He changes the dynamic of the game. Now
Did he?
the thing is, he does replace Sagat in the Shadow Law 4.
No shit. It's been a while since Sagat been on Shadow Law, so yeah, it was time for someone to get a replacement. But that guy, seriously?
Listen, all I need is Aurica to get off their ass and give a Skullomania, and I'll be happy.
It's not happening. Give it up. The
Whatever.
dream is
The
dead.
dream is dead. I'm sorry.
All right, Onslaught, chill.
What?
But just while we're quickly touching on Street Fighter, just to let people know out there, if you are a comic book reader, Udon Comics has finally once again got off their asses and actually started producing the next Street Fighter series called Street
Yep.
Fighter Unlimited.
Yo, I love how you said that, man.
It's actually not a bad book. I recently picked it up myself, $3.99 at your local comic book store, telling the story of Ryu's conflicts with the Satsui no Hado and
The Dark
yeah, the
Oh,
Dark
Dark
Hado,
Hado.
as otherwise known. The art, as per usual, is absolutely brilliant, and the backup stories are hilarious because you get Mike Hagar from the Final Fight series.
The mayor of fucking Earth.
Yep, pretty much the man who pile drives sharks for a living. Once again, good book. Go pick it up. And yeah, like I said, it was Udon finally getting off their butt because
Hold up, Mace.
I'm telling you, Mace. Yo, Brock Lesnar totally took his character off of Mike Hagar. I'm sorry, that's what it is.
I thought it was what's it called? The brain. No. Jesse the Body Ventura.
Nah, don't worry about it. Let's keep going. We got a lot of
No,
stuff to
hold
get.
on, hold on, Mace.
was...
I just want to say, Mace, one thing, last thing. How long you want to bet that the next issue is going to come out? A month, 2 months, 3 months? It is Udon.
A year.
I don't believe that there is an actual time frame, but from what Jeff Cruz has told me, yes, I actually know one of their cover artists, that they're trying to get it out at least within the next 2 months.
Oh, wow.
That's
That's
better.
actually
That's
fast
better
for
than
them.
All right. Also, we do have Street Fighter Season Pass now available. Street Fighter 5 Season Pass now available. Yo, with Urien, Juri, Ibuki, Balrog. Yo, let's go. Guile and Alex.
The New York Finest, Alex. Yeah.
Yo, I'm saying I'm hyped for Urien. I'm hyped for Balrog. I'm hyped for Guile. I'm hyped for Alex. Like, yo.
I'm certainly PR. Balrog is happy that he can play Street Fighter 5 again.
No, pure Balrog gave up on Balrog, bro.
No, but like if he sees the changes, he could get tempted. Come on.
But yo,
Nobody-
Alex is in a game. I've been crying for Alex in a game for a while.
You and me both, my man.
So,
That's gonna be beautiful right there.
And this pretty much guarantees I'm not buying this shit. No
Oh.
Akuma, no interest.
No, Kuma will be there. He's
Kuma
in
will probably
every
be
Street
last
Fighter.
minute. Yeah.
He'll be in there.
He'll
probably
probably
in
be
the
the final secret
the
boss.
second six, or he'll be the second six, because there is a second six characters coming in. So
That's true. A lot of people probably be pissed that Blanco or Sakura is not gonna show up. They're like, just wait for DLC. She's coming. You're not gonna put Karin in there without Sakura.
you really can't. You really can't. Oh yeah, Adult Swim Games, ladies and gentlemen. 6 games that they're publishing for the PS4.
Oh, color me interested. What are
Keith
they?
and I have been waiting for this.
No, I haven't. But keep going.
Don't tell lies like that.
I've been waiting for them on the PC, not my PlayStation. Sorry, Charlie.
They're already on the PC, dude.
Nope, no, they're not. Not all of them. Keep going.
You go.
All right, you got Death's Gambit.
Not out
Which is
yet.
one of-
And I'm waiting on that one, 'cause that's pretty much like a 2D Dark Souls. And I've been following that game for quite some time. Not out yet. No ETA yet. Keep going.
Hold on, I'm getting that up because Headlander is another one. Let's see, Raise the Dead. Excuse me. Give me a minute. Rain
Because,
World
you
by
know,
Video
puns.
Code.
Rainworld's actually pretty good.
You know, and then we also have, Duck Game will be coming over to the PS4. I have it on PC. I have to actually do a review of that soon. And Small Radios, Big Televisions as well. So those are games are gonna be doing a whole bunch of games as well. We also have
When are
Day
they
of
coming
the-
out?
in 2016.
16. Hopefully we get
a new
able to play them in packs.
Yeah, we have a new trailer for Day of the Tentacle Remastered, which is coming in March
Oh.
2016. Announced was Full Throttle Remastered as well.
Yo, I got hyped for that.
We also Tim Schafer acknowledged the Psychonauts crowdfunding campaign.
Boo.
And a prequel called Psychonauts in the Rhombus of Ruin for
But wait,
PlayStation
it's
VR.
not just a prequel. It's a prequel for VR.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what yeah.
It's
And
beautiful.
just-
Oh, let's make a new Psychonauts. But instead of making the sequel we want, we're gonna put most of the money into the VR game. Then we're gonna ask them to make their own goddamn sequel. Good job, Tim. Good.
Good freaking job.
Well, we always knew Tim Schafer was gonna rip somebody off because that's the way he works with his crowdfunding campaigns. But as I've said before, every time a VR game is announced, God kills a kitten, a puppy, a baby, and a PC gaming rig.
And I don't care about the kittens.
And Brock Lesnar F5's a video card. I don't know. Like something
Wait,
happened.
F5's a what?
A video card.
What kind?
A Titan.
Oh, don't do
Oh, not Titan.
that. If you want to say if you want to say
damn.
AMD, be like, all right, I don't give a shit. Go ahead and do it.
A Titan. And a Fury X stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, kill those.
Uh,
things.
Even though AMD gear is quite good because we do have some things coming in the pipelines to the Outerhaven.net in form of reviews of their video cards.
I'm not gonna shit on AMD like that, but they still have a long way to go, and they're making improvements with their driver optimization. They've never been known to have good driver optimization.
I mean, their new Radeon suite for
Yeah.
customization is really good.
Yeah, but they only had to abandon, everybody from a certain
catalyst
generation
was-
back.
yeah.
Like, oh, sorry guys, bye. That's not good.
Invisible Ink and Don't Starve Together are both added to PS4 in 2016 because
Why is that game?
because original content is at a premium. Zodiac Orcanon Odyssey was announced for PS4 and Vita because Vita still needs to get games.
That's the first time they
live
mentioned it.
support.
As is Hitman Go coming to the Vita and PS4.
Every time I hear
Second
that,
time?
I keep thinking of Teen Titans Go.
Brawlhalla is making his console debut on the PS4. Yakuza 5 came out Tuesday. I'm playing.
Yotta!
It's so much fun. So
Yo,
much
it
fun.
came out 2013.
2012.
Yeah, but it's coming out in America, and Zero's coming with him.
America. Fuck,
Fuck
yeah.
yeah!
So does that mean that the Yakuza 5 that Clinton that you're currently playing is heavily censored because it takes time for Japanese games to come out in the West? Otherwise, let's censor
dude,
all the good shit.
Oh, it's not even censored, dude. It's more or less all right. It's more or less the Japanese dialogue with just the captions, and that's all that is. Like, I don't know what
Thanks
took
for
them so long.
ruining my joke.
I know, but I could have made a porn joke, but I chose not to.
But at least you got the lowly idols, right?
Yes.
It's not Yakuza without lowly idols.
All right. So
Laughing too much.
Yakuza 5 and Yakuza 0 is coming to the West next year. The PS4 is, according to John Harden from Sega, the PS4 is only getting a version in America.
Correct.
Because there's a PS3 and a PS4 version. They're only localizing the PS4 version. The Last Blade 2 is coming to PS4 and Vita.
Yo, before you get into the SNK stuff,
The
did
Last
they-
Blade 2 though. But the Last Blade 2 though.
Yeah, that's true. That's a rare sight from the SNK library.
Like,
you rarely see that.
The
ever
last time
in
I
the
played that was on a Dreamcast.
Thank you,
Like,
my man.
yo.
Shouts out to Dreamcast. Still love you, baby.
Oh, greatest freaking
The
console
dream
of that
never
time.
dies.
People
You're
are still
still
making
thinking.
games for the Dreamcast. That's how good that is.
Hey, dude, the Dreamcast did better than the Wii U.
That's not sad.
But also,
but before we-
what you were saying, yeah.
Yeah, have they confirmed that if they were going to bring in Yakuza 1 and 2 HD remake?
No, they never said anything about
No,
that.
nothing yet.
I would have mentioned that if they did.
All right, so go.
King of Fighters 14, PS4 exclusive, has a new trailer, and all 50 characters will be available at launch.
Is it a
that's crazy.
PlayStation 4 exclusive or is PlayStation 4
PS4,
console?
PS4 exclusive.
That looked like a PS3 game, but it looked like a better PS3 game now.
But to be honest, I mean, I'm kind of disappointed that's only PS4 exclusive because, like,
Only
you're
disappointed,
kinda-
my man.
you're kind of missing out on the PC guys.
That's what I was
And
saying.
King of Fighters 13 did well on Steam. So
That's true. That's true. But remember, from what we learned with ArcSys is that some of the Japanese fighting companies take a little while to get on the PC.
yeah,
I'm
but
afraid
SNK was the one that really got on the PC market first.
But
in a lot
how
of
long did
ways.
it took them to port
98 and 2002?
13 over to Steam?
About a year, and that was about it.
Yeah, but that's only because they had a lot of money coming from retail.
Yeah,
Remember,
you also-
they're always in transition. For some reason, there's always some fucking problem with the management.
Anyways, blah blah blah.
Hold on. Just
What?
FGC News. FGC News. What do you think about it?
King of
Because I'm a
Fighters
little
13?
conflicted.
I like it. I think they refined it more from the initial trailers. I like the fact that freaking Foxy's in the game. I mean, Angel's in the game. Excuse me.
Angel, yeah, that's right.
Angel's in the game, and Cooler Diamond's in the game. I like that. I love playing Cooler.
It would finally give credence to that NeoGaf rumor that's been going around about the roster.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see Foxy in the game.
Yeah, I'm
this
hoping
game
my
is
boy
looking.
Ramon
This game
shows
is
up.
looking. This game is looking like it's gonna be a dream match game
Here's the
because
thing.
we're
Here's the
kind
thing.
of due one.
Yeah, we are kind of due one. Here's the thing. They said, and from looking at the trailer, it is the exact same freaking models they used for 13. So the gameplay is going to look good. It's just it lacks that polish and visual appeal of the sprites. It's just it kind of feel weird about that. So they look cheap, but at least we're getting 50 roster. What do you think about that?
Listen, if it has Mai with the bouncing titties, I'm happy.
But will it be bouncy titties that's gonna jiggle all over the place, like Chun-Li?
Or will Social Justice Warriors ruin the game for everybody?
No, never SNK. Never
Mace?
SNK. They don't give a shit about American social justice.
Thank you.
They will sacrifice sales if it means they will just do whatever the fuck they want, because who cares? We got China, we got Korea, we got Japan. Fuck
We got
America.
Play Asia.
We got Play Asia. That's all they need. Moving on.
Man, so we got Tecmo Koei with Neo.
Japanese Dark Souls.
Japanese Dark Souls coming west.
Looks dope.
Bastion, the Bit Trip, Nuclear Throne are out for PS4, and Vita with cross-buy. Brutal was announced. My favorite freaking game on the PlayStation is coming out in March 29th, 2016. MLB 16, the show. Looks so good.
Oh,
I'm
I
not a
cannot
sports
wait
guy,
for the
but-
review, man. I cannot wait for the review.
Oh, man. Like, somebody was saying they're not a sports guy?
I'm not a sports guy, but that looked really gorgeous.
Like,
Like,
dude,
and it looks fun.
Sony Santa Monica does a really good job with
Yeah.
MLB The Show. Like they like, and that's the only sports game that they focus on now.
Yeah.
So that all their resources into that game, it's really, really good. It justifies a yearly release. And I love the fact that that literally year to year saves is a thing. I can just continue playing MLB The Show 15 until 16 comes out, transfer my save file, and just continue my game year on to year. It's great. Guns Up and Fat Princess Adventures are both out. Fat Princess Adventures is a pay game. Guns Up is free to play.
I have some friends that have been playing Guns Up. They really like it.
All right.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank got a new gameplay trailer coming April 12th, 2016. And I think the movie's coming out next month.
No.
a
I
couple
think it's
weeks
coming in
after the
January.
movie. Or a couple months or a couple weeks after the game, I think.
Oh,
Which
I
is
thought-
weird because the game was supposed to follow up on the movie and not the other way
Right.
around.
A new PlayStation VR demonstration was given. Keith, I'm gonna give this to you because Ace Combat 7.
Why don't you give it to me?
Because you're the
excited
one
for
who
Ace
made
Combat 7.
who made the big deal out of Ace
Yeah, but
Combat
they didn't
7.
really say nothing. All they showed was a freaking trailer. That's it.
That was the-
we know nothing.
That
I'm
was like
surprised
the
they
only
even
good
did
thing
Ace
they
Combat
showed.
7 after like Infinity.
Yeah, that, but they didn't really do anything other than show us a trailer. So all they did was say, "This is Ace Combat 7, PlayStation 4, PlayStation VR." Like, oh, okay, cool. Thanks.
Anyways, you want to rate? Do you want to race? Do you want to race in Destiny?
No, not really.
No, December 8th.
Don't
Spiral
even, man.
Racing League.
Don't care.
Yo, I thought that was awesome, but
So the actual event itself is fun. I played a little bit, and it is something other to do than go around shooting in Destiny.
Is
But
it any fun?
That game is what?
Is it any fun?
Yeah, no, it is fun. Like this was not the time for this announcement. They needed to have some actual content. Like
Yeah. the problem was just announcing this.
Oh, by the way, Mace, there's a chant that perfectly describes this from Bungie. I think is you fucked up appropriate?
You
Yeah,
fucked up.
sure, let's go for it.
You fucked up. You fucked up.
But that applies to so many things about Destiny, though.
So
All right.
that's the official theme song?
Yeah, pretty much. You
not
fucked
really,
up.
dude. Not
You
really.
fucked
Like
up.
at this point in the game's lifespan, it's been doing really well, which is why it was
The
kind of
first-
disappointing to see what they did.
The first
Well,
year was
he-
really rocky and really disappointing, but they definitely started to nail it.
But a lot of it is the reason why we say they fucked up is because you had an opportunity to really ride that momentum wave and then Sparrow League Racing.
See, here's the funny thing. At least Destiny still has players on its servers, unlike Star Wars Battlefront.
What are
Now,
you
hold
talking
up, hold
about?
up. Give it till
Whoa,
next
what are you
week.
talking
Give it
about?
till
What are you
next week.
talking about? All these big ass sites said this game was fantastic. What do you? Are you saying that they're lying? That
That
this
they're
game
wrong?
this game wasn't the 90 and 100 scores and it
This
was
game
the best
was-
the best Star Wars game ever?
No,
This
Mace,
game
Mace,
was like
Mace,
the
Mace,
last-
Mace.
I mean, let's
That's
let's
Hold
be
on, this
fair.
movie? No. This game from apparently was just like the last Fantastic Four movie. Ass-tastic. Like, terrible.
Now, Mace, are you accusationing that EA bought all of those sites and got them to do lies for reviews, right?
I'm not insinuating anything. I just happen to notice quite a few friends of mine that have bought the game have said the same thing in this past couple of weeks of, boy, the Star Wars Battlefront servers look empty.
Boy, this looks like a raging failure.
I mean, and let's be fair. It's not like people are giving it overtly high reviews. It's sitting at a 72 right now on Metacritic, at least PS4. That's not terribly great, and the highest view looks to be a 90 from a smaller known site. So
Yeah,
I
but
don't
I'm
know
not
that,
talking
I don't know
about
that
this.
everyone's like flipping out about Star Wars Battlefront. It's
Can we
weird
not
to
talk
see-
about Metacritic? Because that makes me
No,
angry.
I mean, it's
we-
just a matter of finding reviews really easily. But
Well,
what
if you
I'm
if you
saying-
look at the bigger sites, so look at Metacritic, go to Polygon, go to IGN, go to Eurogamer, go to the bigger sites, and look at the reviews they gave the game. Then go back and look at what the smaller sites and the fans have been saying about this game. They don't line up.
Like
No, I
real, the
agree.
user score is like a 4. The user score is a 4.9.
Yeah, the user score's low.
Like,
Well, I
you know,
mean-
all right. So pretty much the high, like most of the scores that were above, like, okay, the New York Daily News gave it an 80. I'm like, you in games,
sellouts.
New York Daily News. Digital Spy gave it an 80. IGN gave it an 80. Time gave it an 80.
All bought out.
Games Radar gave it an 80. Let's see. Let's go down. Yahoo Games gave it a 70. GameSpot gave it a 70. Cheat Code Central gave it a 68.
Good.
Forbes gave it a 65.
Oh,
Yeah, Forbes gave
EA
it a
must have run out of
65.
money.
You know what happened? What's really funny about all this? 'Cause we can
Giant
move
Bomb
on.
gave it a 60.
It's really
Nice.
bad when EA comes out later on and finally says EA admits themselves that maybe Star Wars Battlefront isn't very deep after all.
And the best
Yeah.
part about it is the Washington Post gave it a dead 50.
Wow.
See,
That's
the
nice.
Exactly.
funniest thing for me, like hearing all this stuff about Battlefront and seeing my friends' reactions to it recently, even what was it? Evolve had a longer shelf life
Oh
than
man.
Star Wars Battlefront.
Facts.
Wow.
Well,
Well, you
because
know-
with Star Wars Battlefront, half the game, I mean, not even half the game, there's only like 10% of the game out right now. The other 90%
Son,
is still waiting
Star
to be
Wars,
released.
Bruh, this is Star Wars Titanfall, all right? Let's leave it at that.
Well, Titanfall was good.
Except
Yeah.
Yeah,
worse.
See,
Titanfall had giant
I never
robots.
got a chance to play Titanfall. I still want to play Titanfall.
Those
even though the
servers
servers
were
are probably
The
dead.
servers,
the
they're
servers
they're
are
dead
Titanfall.
now. They're dead now. But when they came out, there was rock style for a good 5-6 months.
And you know what? And you know what? Last Black Friday when I bought Titanfall, the servers for a while were still pretty full on Xbox
Actually,
One.
I'm actually gonna fire it right now. See if there's any player.
Yo, what, on PC or Xbox One?
See,
Okay. Actually, let me check the Xbox One version.
do that and I'll do the PC. We'll come
But-
back on that.
But the final word for me on the whole Star Wars Battlefront thing. I know we sort of sidetracked, but
That's not a sidetrack.
How-
This is actually
how-
relevant.
here's the thing: you're releasing a big Star Wars game about a month out from the debut of Star Wars Episode 7, and it still failed.
No
what
shit,
the
man.
hell?
No shit, Sherlock. But still, you know damn well, the Star Wars movie will still succeed in spite of the movie. I mean,
Well, the movie's
the
not
movie-
What are you
depending
will.
on the
talking
game.
about? The Star Wars movie has already broken every box office record. It has succeeded.
It's already
Yeah.
won. Those pre-orders, my man.
but you know what? I'll spit real facts. Put it out straight. I mean, this might be Disney's last time working with EA.
What are you talking about? You're
It could be.
crazy. You're
It could
crazy.
be.
You're crazy.
I said it
No,
could
no,
be.
no. It doesn't matter. As long as you put out the name Star Wars, and make some money, that it doesn't really matter to Disney.
Well, anyways,
Remember-
ladies and gentlemen, Hob was announced for PS4, and Nino Paragon, the MOBA, is coming for PS4 next year.
Nobody
Well,
gives a
early
So
access
don't
to the
care.
screen.
Oh, not Overwatch.
And then Nino no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom,
Wasn't
was
Yeah, that
announced
was-
as a PS4
That was a
exclusive.
surprise, actually.
Yeah, I was not
And that's
expecting
what
that.
that's
Well,
what they
Nino no
should have
Kuni was
ended
a-
their conference with.
Well, wasn't Nino no Kuni a PlayStation 3 exclusive anyway?
What?
Yeah,
Technically-
but it only did like so. I mean,
well,
No,
No,
technically,
no, no.
was-
It did well.
It
in
did
the
good.
West.
It did well. Yeah, it did great over here.
and originally that was a DS game in Japan.
That was a what
So
game?
that was a Nintendo DS game in Japan. So that actually got
Yes,
ported.
yes.
Remade for PS3.
Okay. Okay.
And it's actually a really good PlayStation 3 game. If you haven't played it, you really should check it out.
Yeah,
I
but
only liked
Paragon
it
is also
around the first
Paragon is also
half, and
coming
then
out
around the
to
second
PC
half
as well.
Whoa, okay, too much over talk. Let's
Sorry.
try that again. One.
I
Somebody
was
go.
gonna say Paragon is also coming out to PC as well. So it's like, that's not really big news to end something with.
No,
yeah,
yeah,
I thought
I
that was
don't.
very weak.
Yeah, I didn't get that. That nothing could compete with that. What? It didn't show me shit. It showed me a MOBA that looked very uninteresting. Looked very cliche.
It actually
What-
looked like a very dull version of Overwatch. I
Yeah, it
mean,
looked
look at
like-
the designs. It's almost
What did
written
you
out.
What did you show me? I wasn't inspired for that at all.
You ain't show me shit. I'm just saying.
It just looked ridiculous, and a MOBA is just not a good way to end.
I'm gonna
the
be honest
PlayStation
with you. I'm gonna
experience.
be honest with you.
I
bro.
disagree.
There's way
I
too
disagree.
much. There's way too much MOBAs out there right
Thank
now
you.
too.
Well, no, I won't say that. There's too many Me Too MOBAs out there.
I
That's
think
the
Smite,
problem.
like honestly, when it comes to MOBAs, Dota, League of Legends, and Smite might be the three most unique MOBAs out there in terms of the distinct differences between them are so much that they will have their own distinctive fan bases, but crossover isn't necessarily out of the question. But then there's the other Mr. Me Too's out there, like Keith said, which is like it's killing the genre for
There's
the most
tons-
part.
there's
Not
tons
only
of
that,
MOBAs
most
out
of those
there.
Me Too's are just copying from like one base. Lol.
Like
I mean, I don't really
honestly,
see much Smite clones or
I
maybe
mean,
the rare
well,
Dota
to be
clone.
fair, what with Smite, the thing with Smite, the thing that Smite, Overwatch, Battleborn have in common is that third person. I think no wait, Overwatch is first person, right?
Kind of first person, third person.
It's a mixture.
It's a
Right,
mixture.
but that's where the uniqueness of Smite, of Battleborn, of Overwatch come into play, where they go to that third person experience. And then Smite has most other MOBAs beat with actual multiple different modes, like about 5 or 6 different modes for people to play. So it's like you got
That
the
doesn't-
traditional,
that-
you got the arena, you got traditional, you got arena, you got conquest, you got all that other stuff.
Modes
Okay.
don't come into play when you're playing a MOBA. Actually, more modes doesn't necessarily mean it's better because MOBAs.
I'm not saying
good
I'm not saying
MOBAs.
it's better. I said
Well,
where it
the more I know what you're saying. You're trying
Yeah.
to say, but I'm saying the more popular MOBAs are the ones that have one mode, 2 maps, 3 maps, and that people can consistently play them and get better and know the layout and know strategies, build stratagems to play them. Additional modes, fine, but how many of those modes actually get played in the grand scheme of things?
Like I could tell you for what is it? For Smite, they all get played on a regular basis. Like Arena gets played a lot. Arena gets played a lot. Conquest gets played a lot. What's the other modes in Smite? Like they get played a lot. Let me actually pull that up because I do have it on my Xbox One.
Well, let's just agree that ending a PlayStation experience on a MOBA
No,
It's
was
a
not.
little
kind of
weird.
weak sauce.
It's a little
It's
weird.
weak sauce.
Yeah.
And
it
you
was
know what
very weak,
else?
especially given that that was just an unexciting trailer. Like we didn't see
Yeah, it
anything
wasn't.
particularly interesting. And also leading up to that, when they were teasing Paragon, we didn't even really know what it was.
Oh, I knew what it was.
I
know
mean,
exactly
they weren't
what
really
it
being
was.
clear about it. It's just what I'm basically trying to get at. It just was a poor way to end the conference. They had swapped that with Kuni maybe, that would have been better, but
Nah, I was kind of disappointed that there was still no new talk about Gran Turismo. It's like you already didn't give us Gran
Oh
Turismo
wow,
7,
yeah, that was
and
surprising.
then no Gran Turismo Sport. What the
Well,
freaks, Sony?
that raises the main problem that this conference had, which was that it was a it was a PSX conference, but we only got one first-party glimpse. It was the Uncharted, the little video at the beginning.
well, I
That
think
was-
the main problem
And-
with this conference was just that it's coming so soon after Paris Games Week, which is when they showed all of that stuff.
Yeah,
I think
it's kind
Sony-
of like too soon to show more of Gran Turismo Sport.
It's not even that.
They didn't really have much more to show, but
It's not even that. You see, Sony as of in the last year or so, they really blew their load hard this year, and
Yeah.
had nothing to show for it this holiday season. which is like you're blowing your load like that. And you have absolutely nothing to show for it. Okay, Sony, you're doing a really fantastic job.
Well, to
I
be
mean-
fair, their 2016 lineup is like unparalleled.
They just need
Yeah,
to make sure none of that stuff slips. That's the big problem.
Yeah.
yeah, but they still have the potential of like literally falling on their ass.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Dude, they have on
I wouldn't say falling on their ass, but they could trip a little.
on one hand, they have like every major indie game coming to their platform. They have all the huge, Activisions, EAs. They've got all kinds of deals with them. They're not really worried business-wise right now.
They got the FGC on lock with Street Fighter 5.
It's not just that. It's not just that. Let's hope they don't piss off customers at this point.
Yeah.
It'll be hard pressed for them to piss off customers.
Okay.
Depending on what.
They can always
Okay.
get
mean-
compromised again. And
Now, hold up. What did
Okay.
you guys thought about the entire experience? I mean, did you give a
So,
shit about any of this overall?
I thought it started off way too strong, and then it just got weaker and weaker as it went on.
But remember, a conference is like sex, right? You can't start out too strong, or you'll have nothing to end with. I'm just saying, like, and they failed at that.
Yeah,
especially-
they really plowed their way over there, and then
Oh yeah, and
Oh,
totally
Lord.
came up short.
And like
Sony,
it-
is that it? Is that it? Okay,
the whole
go
thing was
home.
like, especially they wanted to show a lot of VR stuff, and none of it
Oh.
was really exciting, save for Ace Combat. I thought 100-foot robot golf looked kind of neat.
Robot
looked
golf was
more-
kind of funny.
It looked
I'll
funny,
admit
yeah,
that.
and that's cool. But especially the demonstration they started off with the two guys on two opposite ends of the stage. The problem I see with that is just how is that consumer friendly, and
It's
how is that going to
not.
be? Yeah, exactly. It's not. So
I mean, the other problem with VR right now is that aside from Ace Combat 7, we haven't really seen anything that's actually a game that like hardcore
Yeah.
gamers are going to actually be into.
I mean, that was just a thing to get people excited. But the thing about PlayStation Experience was they're putting all their eggs in the third
In the
party
one
and
basket,
the third party and VR baskets, and
Right.
it's just getting more and more unexciting. I feel as it goes along, and that was pretty much how PSX was this year.
I'm
Yeah,
not
we
even
just
sure
got
you're
more
putting
and more
that much
exciting.
into the VR baskets because they still don't have a system seller. They still don't have something for people to jump onto VR.
No, there's you're talking about VR. I mean, obviously a system seller will probably be Uncharted 4 for them coming up.
Well, that's not
For
specifically
PS4.
For PS4, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, they have that
specifically
for
for
PS4.
VR though. There's nothing.
yeah, they don't have a killer app.
There's no killer app for VR yet.
But there's really no killer app for anything right now. So
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
and
true.
the closest thing Microsoft came to maybe for a killer app this year was Rise of the Tomb Raider, but even though that's coming out for PS4 next year and for PC in the spring, that's not really something. So that's not really something. So you're not really. It just kind of sucks. This generation is just like, where's all the killer apps? Where's all the real like killer instinct? No pun intended.
I'm gonna say that wasn't a killer app.
The
Yeah,
killer-
that was kind of a killer app. Just not.
No,
enough
where's
to
all the
purchase.
killer? And where's the killer instinct that came from both Microsoft and Sony? I mean, I'm starting to see Phil Spencer be like, "Yo, here's backwards compatibility." Well, you can also kind of count that as a killer app for them. With the backwards compatibility.
It was
stuff.
it was probably the biggest announcement coming out of E3. People were crazy about.
Yeah, and the fact that it actually works properly.
Yeah.
All right, we've beat this up enough. We got to get to our next topic.
Capcom Cup, ladies and gentlemen, was Sunday.
That wasn't our next topic. You're getting ahead of yourself. And we
Yeah,
already talked
but
about
we
Capcom.
might as well finish it because that was part of the PSN experience. Just go through a quick through. Top 8.
Top
10.
8, Kazunoko with Yun defeated Daigo Umehara in
No,
Grand
Mr.
Finals.
Yumahara.
Zian got 3rd, Punko 4th. Snake Eyes and Mase tied for 5th. Coma and Infiltration was tied for 7th. Coma actually was the MVP of the tournament. His performance was bananas throughout this whole tournament. Like everybody was impressed with Kona's performance going through, and keep in mind, a lot of people in the FGC and a lot of gamers really shit on Brazil, and
Why?
Brazil came out shitty internet. But
Ah.
but like Kelma just came through, the sole representative of Brazil. You know,
And
just
for
came
once,
through.
it's not in a King of Fighters game.
Yeah, like sole competitor from Brazil who made it as an automatic qualifier too. So it's like, yo, my man got top 8 amongst these killers. I mean, look at top 8: Kazunoko, Daigo, Punko, Yan, Snake Eyes, Infiltration. Like, damn, that's some names right there. So that being said, I mean, the Capcom Cup was actually, no, all jokes aside, Capcom Cup was actually a pretty solid event. And next year there is I think it's what, $500,000 already announced for it
Whoa.
as a
Better get your-
baseline prize.
Better get the practicing when Street Fighter 5 comes out.
Yeah, it's for Street Fighter 5, and it's starting in March. It starts March 16th, and it's gonna be a $500 baseline prize.
Hold up.
Like-
If I remember correctly, there were some reports that the demo was back online. If just
was-
for
it was
It was
small-
yesterday.
It was
Just
yesterday,
a
and it
little
was a small stress test.
Yeah, and it was just for changes for Ryu, Nikali, and who else? It was one other character. All the characters weren't available.
Yeah, so yeah, it is a baseline $500,000. It is a baseline $500,000 prize pool. Capcom, Matt Dahlgren, who we did interview at Comic-Con, so go check that out on our YouTube channel, are still looking for ways to expand that figure, and it will be Street Fighter 5 exclusive. So yeah, that's actually pretty good. All right, let's move on, ladies and gentlemen, because we do have a lot of podcasts to get through, sir. We have a lot of podcasts to get through. Final Fantasy VII Remake, episodic content. That's the thing. Final Fantasy VII Remake will be a multi-part series, according to Square Enix's press release that was sent around midnight on Sunday of the PlayStation experience. A lot of people were happy. A lot of people weren't.
And not to get it twisted though, because what Square Enix released that statement, that was a translation from the Japanese statement that was going on in Famitsu. Japan Square Enix says it's going to be multi-part. Square Enix of America then went and said it was going to be episodic.
So is
it's
it
still a little bit-
multi-part episodic? They're the same thing.
Multi-part is still technically episodic. I'm sorry.
But not episodic in the terms of a Telltale's game.
No.
Hold on, 'cause
Multi-part and episodic is pretty much the same definition.
Well, they didn't say episodic. I'm pretty sure they did say multi-part.
Yeah, it's
Well-
more the connotation.
It's the connotation because, I mean, episodic games are kind of popular now, especially with like Life is Strange and other games like that.
But
Yeah,
I
but
think
you have
what-
to
I think
remember the
what
last
Square
time
was
they
try-
did some kind
yeah.
of multi-part segment, it was Final Fantasy 13.
And
And
that
Final
game was
Fantasy
ass.
VII.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, here's the thing. 13 wasn't really intended to originally be like multi-part, at least not in the sense of like having direct sequels like 13-2. They capitalized on the success of 13, the commercial success of 13.
Yeah,
to make
because
sequels after that.
because I'm sorry, let's be real, people will freaking buy anything these days.
I enjoyed 13, but that's a story for another time.
I'm sorry for your loss of like time and resources. I'm sorry.
What they said
Some
in
people
the,
like
in the,
lightning.
what they
Yeah.
said in the press
And
release,
I like-
press release from Square Enix America was that it would be a multi-part series. They didn't say episodic, but that's what everyone assumed. Which everyone's just jumping the gun on this whole thing. And I'm actually writing a piece right now that'll be up very, very soon. But everyone just needs to calm down about this whole Final Fantasy.
No,
I'm
but I'm
honestly-
sorry. But I'm sorry. Who in the blue fucking hell wants to pay like money like that
Well, here's the
for
thing.
that
'cause-
game?
Huh?
But you're sitting on there, people are making an excuse as, oh, well, the original Final Fantasy was on 4 discs on the PlayStation.
That's what
I was
I'm
about
saying.
to say the N-word, but really though, because a CD which holds only 625 megabytes of data compared to a Blu-ray which holds 50 gigabytes dual layer? Get out of
Here's
here.
the thing.
Hold
No,
on. Would you
let's-
rather just have an HD rescale of Crisis Core? Because that's what it's basically you're asking for in the Midgard section alone.
Here's the thing, yeah, that game is much, much bigger than anyone's really giving it credit for or even remembering. and it had to be fit on 3 discs as a result of that. But that was also in 1997.
Those were pre-rendered backgrounds. These are full
Exactly.
With
3D
blocky
model
ass
environments.
And not only
sprites.
that, but if you count up how many pre-rendered backgrounds there were, now we're going to have that fully rendered in 3D, plus everything in the middle between those loading screens, going to new areas. Not to mention they want to add more content. This game's
My man said loading screen. Okay, when most
Not-
games are really doing away with loading screens, all right. Like, let's be real.
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm a frugal individual, and I'm not trying to buy multiple. And for a game that wasn't really that great to begin with. So
I disagree there too, but
No,
Fighting words, then fighting words.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't that great. The only reason it gets so much acclaim was because A, it was pretty much a lot of people's first Final Fantasy, and 2, it was the first Japanese RPG that most people played. I'm sorry.
no, I'm not
No.
disagreeing
What-
with you.
you're
I won't disagree
sorry.
with you at all.
Chrono Trigger is a better game than Final Fantasy 7.
I won't disagree with you.
Book that shit.
No love for
Book
Secret of
Mark
Mana.
tape for that shit. Secret of Mana is a better game.
Nobody likes that Zelda clone.
Yo, I'm gonna spit real talk. Super Mario RPG was a better game, all right?
I'm not gonna say that.
Come on, son.
Can the white man say something?
Go ahead, Mace.
Look, the biggest outcry for this is the way it's being released, and
Well, the thing is, we
So
don't
you-
really know how it's being released yet. They
Well,
haven't had a chance to really
okay.
say much, and everyone's just jumping the gun about it.
But I'm sorry, it's clear as day
Okay,
in black and white.
Can
Multi-part.
the white
Glenn.
man talk? Let the white man talk.
let the white man finish his point, okay? Jesus, I have all this privilege, you know. I'm supposed to use it every now and
Yeah,
again.
he needs to shake everyone.
But look, people are worried about the precedent that this type of thing could set. Okay, you take a look at the Final Fantasy 13 release. 3 games, full price, every single one of them. If it's something an episodic content, sort of like Telltale games, okay, then people are sort of jumping the gun. If you are having a multi-release game in the same vein as Final Fantasy 13, intentional or not, it now sets a precedent of people can start releasing games in this type of style, charging us full price for a quarter of a game, or a third of a game, or an eighth of a game, and keep going and build it up that way at full price for which is essentially a multi-disc game, but they just split it up over X amount of parts and
Now,
charge us
Mace,
full price every
hold
single
up.
time.
Reasonably, I mean, Square Enix is putting like a lot of money into this project. I don't
And
think.
that's another
Oh,
thing.
I honestly
They're-
don't
they're
think
bringing
any
in
other studio will be
outside.
willing to put that much resources into one project, no matter how
Even though
much
we
they wanna-
still haven't freaking gotten Kingdom Hearts 3,
Hold
but
on.
that's another story.
Hold on. Keep in mind, I mean, we also have to take into account the situation at Square Enix right now. They're bringing in outside studios to do this game. They're not making this in their own studio.
Wait,
And
what?
We also don't really know what they're
Oh
planning.
god,
This is
it's
a
Batman
multi-part.
Arkham Knight all over again.
Oh
This is
god.
This is a multi-part idea. Who knows what they're gonna do with the multiple parts? They could
Hold
do
up.
something completely different.
Just reassure me. Who are these outside development studios?
Cyber
Is it-
Connect.
CyberConnect 2. Yeah.
Oh god, we're
Uh,
getting a Dragon Ball Z game. Let's do this.
No, fuck that. I want my Asura Raid. I want my Asura Final Fantasy 7.
The last time CyberConnect 2 worked on a RPG game was the Dot Hack series for PS2.
Oh,
Those
and
games
remember
are
how
alright.
many of those came out?
Those games are alright.
8.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
about
a lot
8.
of those came out.
Those games are alright. But I'm just saying, no, I mean, listen.
But okay, moment before you start jumping off the handle once again, just to finish off my point. Like, okay, yeah, we're all jumping the gun on how they're going to release it. A lot of people have gone to worst case scenario. But the thing is, at the same
And I-
time, there's nothing really stopping Square Enix from offering this at a higher price point, but as a multi-disc release. Think about this. This could be the first ever, 2-3 Blu-ray release game for
In a
the
long-ass
PS4.
time.
That's 150.
And-
That's 150. That's 150 gigs right there.
Yeah, it's a big game. It's a big undertaking. Yeah, they're putting a lot of money behind it. I understand they have to recoup that. But the thing is, there are other ways to do it. Like, I would rather pay, for example, we've average price of a game here in Australia at the moment is $80. if, say, for example, the game's going to go over 3 separate releases, I'd rather pay, say, $150 for a 3-disc release rather than $240 over 3 games.
And I agree with that.
Or even someone
we
so-
don't
or
know-
even
we don't
someone
know the
so-
price.
It's sort of like
If they're gonna
it's sort of
price
like
it-
buying a season of your favorite show.
If they're
We
gonna
just-
price it, if
Exactly.
they're gonna price it in America, I would be down with paying $90. Like the $90, even if you're gonna do it as like a straight up digital release in 3 different parts or 4 different parts. Like
Well,
I-
even
we-
like even
Ah.
for America, even if you're paying, say, 100, 110, maybe even $120, that is better than paying, more,
Like
close to
almost
maybe
$200.
$180, $200 for a release.
But we don't know that we're not doing that yet. We don't know the pricing structure of it.
The thing is,
But the thing is, we're sitting out there talking about you don't know this, you don't know that. You still have to be slightly worried because Carl did
I'm not
mention that
saying-
there is a precedent that can be set that Capcom even tried to set, and it with Life is Strange, and it's like, yo, chill out with that because you're doing too much.
Yeah,
I'm
remember
not saying
we started out with DLC, which it started as people were actually producing excess content. Now it's become, oh, we're going to put part of the game on the disc, and another part of the game is going to be the DLC that you're going to pick up later.
Or
Thank
as
you,
a unlock.
Asura's Wrath, you son of a bitch.
No,
Uh,
thank you, Cross Tekken. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, or anything like that. Then we went from DLC to microtransactions, pick up bits and pieces. Now we have episodic gaming with DLC and microtransactions. Next thing you know, we're paying full price for
For
multiple
an eighth of
parts
the
of
game.
the same game.
Thanks, Arkham.
So this is the thing. People jump the gun, but we have a right to be worried right now because gaming is getting more and more split up and being charged more and more for what we would have paid. If they increase the price of games by $10-20, we'd be happy to pay it. But when we're paying double, almost triple on one game, then we start getting worried. And if something like this, where Square Enix can release Final Fantasy VII Remake, whatever they want to call it officially, over 4 or 5 separate games, Final Fantasy VII Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, at $60 a release, that sets a dangerous marketing precedent for other companies. Like, it couldn't stop Capcom from going, hey, Resident Evil 7 is now going to be in 3 parts.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
it looks
Here's
better,
what-
plays longer, but you're now paying a lot more for it
Now,
because
to
we
be
can now
fair,
market it
and
to
the
you
comment-
this way.
Sorry. And
what
even
Jason
to-
and I are trying to say is that we don't know the pricing model yet. We don't even know the release model yet. Part 1 could just very well be Midgar. The whole first part of the game.
is going to
and
be
then-
Midgar.
Yeah,
Or
and like
part 1
and that,
could be Final Fantasy VII, and then part 2 is like Dirge of Cerberus or whatever those
Yeah.
expend. We have no
Well, yeah.
idea.
we don't really
Look,
know what
if
to
you
expect,
wanna-
which is why I'm saying worrying about it, getting all up in arms about it right now, I don't think that that's really necessary,
And I
especially
think
to the
that's
extent that everyone is.
And I think that's a really lazy way of saying, yo, let's accept the bullshit that they might give us.
No, that's
You got to be a little proactive. You need to be a little proactive.
That's a bad assumption. That's wrong because you're calling out people without knowing the entire story. That's no better than those so-called social justice warriors because you're saying something that you don't know 100%.
Yeah,
But
like,
that's just
okay,
like almost
if you-
everybody on the internet.
if you want to do the thing where part 1 is Final Fantasy VII, part 2 is Dirge of Cerberus or whatever, man, I'm cool with that.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
that's
The
fine.
thing
If
is,
each
you
part
don't
is
know
an
what it
individual
is.
game.
Yeah, part 1 was definitely Crisis Core. Like, I'd be down with that. Like, no problem.
But the thing is, if part 1 of this game is just Midgar, besides that going to be looking absolutely phenomenal and probably being the most graphically eye-popping game you'll ever see in your life,
Yep.
that's where I start to worry.
Now hold up,
Because
just
if it's like chunk 1, chunk 2, chunk 3, why can't we have parts 1 through 3 as one game at a little bit of a higher cost?
wasn't that how it was in the original? The first disc was just everything you did in Midgar. The second
No.
disc was
The first disc went way past Midgar.
Yeah, Midgar was probably
But here's the thing, like,
it was the
I-
first half of the game, and then it did
Nah,
the open world from there.
I'd
if I
say
remember
about the
correctly.
first third. The thing is, like, I feel like the only reason people are really upset about this is mostly because it's a remake. If this was its own game, nobody would notice, nobody would really care, no one would be able to tell the difference. The fact of the matter is, Final Fantasy VII is a story that we all know and have already been told, and I think that's why most people are really, really angry about this. But we just need to wait. We don't really know what to expect, so we need to stop trying to speculate and getting angry over our speculation.
Huh?
I totally agree with that, but at the same time, this is only due to my own mental ways of thinking. I think way too much and overanalyze this stuff too much, especially in a marketing sense.
And I'm sorry,
But
I'm
now,
not
Carl,
trying to spend
going
so much
with
money.
your marketing sense, okay, say we get that hypothetical Resident Evil 7 in multiple parts. Could Capcom even go close to the level of quality of the Square Enix game to justify the cost of something like that? Because that's what I'm
Probably
thinking.
not.
There's very
given-
few studios can actually justify having a large average game like that.
Well, to be honest, we haven't seen what a straight up Resident Evil game being produced exclusively for the PS4 is capable of. So we don't know who's got what. Like, we don't know if there's still places out there using Unreal Engine 4 that's been outdated for years. So we can't really compare one to another in terms of quality, but marketing you can.
It's also in terms of
scary.
scale and genre. Like, Resident Evil is a pretty linear experience. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
really going to go as broad as, say, Final Fantasy VII will, where he wants to make Midgar so much more explorable.
To make that comparable, you'd have to do something like, we're going to redo Resident Evil 1 again, but we're going to combine 1 and 2, so you get to go through the Spencer Mansion and everything else, plus Raccoon City.
Yeah,
totally
just
do
to
the
make
whole
it
Resident Evil
comparable.
story. Yeah, do the whole Resident Evil story in like 3 or 4 discs. Like,
or even just making an open world Resident Evil game would be more on par with what we're talking about here.
But then
But-
you just get days.
Yeah.
alright, so you know what? And it's DayZ, first of all. And secondly, let's move on because we are a little touching this. So the consensus on the Outerhaven is very much there. It's a wait and see approach. I still have a little trepidation, mainly because I'm sorry, money. Like, I live in New York City, and money's kind of like a ultimate luxury here now because everything's going up. And, some people don't have jobs, some people don't have the ability to spend the money because they're the only one working in their home. So they're people a little worried. But
Well,
let's
you
move
know
on.
what? To counter that, before we go on, if that was the case, then why the freak are you even buying games when more important shit is at hand?
That's true.
Fuck that.
Gotta
Just
Food on the
prioritize, my man.
table, food on the table, house, place to live versus game.
You want to play Final Fantasy VII? There's a $10 one on PSN right now.
Fuck that.
Or like a $5 one on Steam or something. Like, or if we're gonna advocate emulation, shoot.
Just get your PSX, man.
Or find the PC version of it, the original PC version of the game.
Original.
Anyway,
So let's move on. PlayStation, Xbox wireless adapter, ladies and gentlemen. Windows 8, Windows 7 compatibility, and they fixed the desyncing issue. Keith?
Yeah, they did, and I'm actually kind of glad for those people who are still running Windows 7, Windows 8, because they don't want to run Windows 10 for privacy issues. Maybe they just don't like the whole freemium option because that's the way Microsoft is going, guys. Get on board or get left behind. But yeah, Microsoft is finally supporting Windows 7 and Windows 8 for that adapter. And sadly, I don't have any Windows 7 or Windows 8 machines to test it with, or I would have already done so and told you about it. That said, it's good news. I'm glad that Microsoft finally wised the hell up because it was a really dumb decision in the first place to just keep it locked down to just Windows 10 because there are gamers out there on Windows 7 and Windows 8. So that was, I don't know who made that call in the get-go, but I'm glad that whoever made this call this time around, I'm willing to bet it was Phil Spencer.
It was probably Phil. Because
They
Phil
changed that.
cares. Phil cares.
And think about that now. Now you can sell more of those beautiful Xbox One Elite controllers.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna pick up a dongle sometime next week and just totally hook up my wireless Xbox controller and be like, yeah.
And totally go to Best Buy. Don't go to Amazon. They're like charging almost double on Amazon.
I'm going to Best Buy. What?
It doesn't make any sense.
What?
Get that on
Amazon
get that
Amazon
on
is selling
eBay.
Amazon's like $39.
Yo,
Whoa,
yo,
whoa,
yo.
whoa. That shit is on $39?
Yo, time out, Keith. You said go to Best Buy, and I'm like looking at you like, what?
Go to Best Buy.
Like, why would I buy that on Amazon? Like, dude.
Because usually Amazon's cheaper than Best Buy.
This is also true.
But not this time.
All right, so, Mase and I managed to get a chance to see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows trailer early. Oh, man. That trailer looks so good, though. Mase, Mase, you want to talk about it, should I?
The only reason why Clinton's all happy is because, wrestlers.
No,
I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna.
No. Before the podcast, I said nothing about Sheamus. What's wrong with you? It was all Stephen Amell.
Well, I didn't even mention the name.
It was all Stephen Amell.
I didn't even mention the person's
Casey
name.
Jones.
The green hockey puck.
Casey Jones. Well, speaking of Bebop Rocksteady.
You know what, Clinton?
Rocksteady
I'm gonna
was
give
good,
you
though.
my 80s
Clinton,
kids badge.
Clinton,
Because I'm probably the only 30-year-old on the planet who's not hyped for Bebop and Rocksteady on the big screen. I'm sorry.
All right, Mase,
say your hold on, no. Say your piece, man.
All right.
No.
You got problems. We'll let you. We'll sit back. We'll let you say your piece.
Okay. Straight up.
But wait,
everybody knows that the last
Bowman, shut up.
Michael Bay movie was atrocious. But it was, popcorn movie. It's a Michael Bay movie. No shit. But yeah, they did fix some things. They did fix a little bit of the Turtles design. It does look more fun and wacky and not as gritty, even though that was the fucking first film. It was just a greedy remake of the wacky 80s cartoon. So yeah, everyone gets their cake and eat it. Me, I'm still waiting for my awesome R-rated Ninja Turtles movie based on actual fucking comic book.
And you will never get it.
Nope.
You already had
it. Bob. Look,
You already
for the first
had
2
it.
seconds, I died.
The 1990s films is as close to the original comic books as you will ever get.
Exactly.
And that's
And-
not
and
really
probably
close.
just the first one.
man. Yeah, because the second two started getting really that
fucking Playmates.
skews censored, watered down. Really, yeah.
That's fucking Playmates. As long as Playmates has a 40% share on the Ninja Turtles franchise, it's always gonna be like that.
There's no point in giving a Ninja Turtle a sword, a weapon that can, literally decapitate somebody if they can't. Come on.
Yeah.
guys.
So look, big ups to Gary Anthony Williams and Sheamus. They're gonna probably get a whole bunch of new fans from Bebop and Rocksteady. But if it wasn't for the new IDW comic that gave me a new badass version of the two already, and the Nicktoons version that gave us a new version of the two duo, I'm sorry. I'm Bebop and Rocksteadied out. Oh, they're gonna fight Krang. Big deal. Call me when they're gonna beat Hun, or when Shredder's gonna destroy the multiverse.
No, that's definitely not going to happen.
Let's not bring up Turtles Forever, shall we?
Okay, Mase. So, what did you think about this?
I'll be honest, man. Like I was like you. The first one was a popcorn movie. I'm a Turtles fan since day one. I've got the full set of the 25th edition re-releases. I've got your exclusive stuff from Japan and all that stuff. So, my turtle love goes deep. The first movie, I can't stand Megan Fox as April O'Neil. I couldn't stand the way the Turtles looked, sounded, and acted. I didn't know why Shredder looked like something you'll see on the Home Shopping Network. And why the hell the Foot Clan was basically a military outfit. I hated all that stuff. It was exactly what it was. It was Michael Bay going, America! on the Turtles franchise. But this time around, it looks and seems like it's a lot better movie to what people grew up with. You got to remember, a lot of people
to be fair, they have ninjas. They actually have ninjas.
Yeah, the Foot Clan looks like the ninjas from, the newer incantations of what you'll see on TV. The black suits, the red eyes on the mask, all that type of stuff, which is essentially how they looked in the original comics. You have the party wagon coming out in this.
I'm actually excited for that.
That actually looks pretty hype. I like the look of it. Shredder is now, he's meaner. Sure, he still has the little extendo blade things on his arms from what we saw in the trailer. That's cool, but he is the main
we still
bad guy this
don't
time.
know if that's the Shredder or just a Shredder? Because remember, the last Shredder was kind of some old guy. Maybe that's the title.
No, you actually get to see him early on. It's the same dude who played Shredder in the last film,
Oh.
the Japanese dude.
Weird. He just looks totally different. Oh well, whatever.
Well, you can actually see his face better this time. You got Baxter Stockman, which they're going with the comic book version, which I like, but he seems a bit more comedic than
You mean it's Medea as Professor Clump? Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah, pretty much. Bebop and Rocksteady, they were goofy guys in the cartoon, which is why you have Seamus looking the way he does, and sorry, I can't remember the other guy's name.
Gary Anthony Williams.
Thank you. As Bebop looking the way they do. They look goofy. If you go back to the original cartoons, which is the original designs of Bebop and Rocksteady, they were goofy looking human beings. Then they got turned into their mutated forms, and they look badass. Which is exactly what I wanted, and it's exactly what that trailer shows me. Stephen Amell as Casey Jones, I can buy it more as a newer version of Casey Jones. He's like the 2012 Nickelodeon show, but grown up.
It's not even that. It's
that's the way I see it.
Look, I love Stephen Amell. He's an incredible dude, base man. But damn, I just cannot stop I can't see Casey Jones.
Yeah.
I just see Arrow in a hockey mask.
Yeah, I'm the same. I get the same thing, But that's what happens when you see the guy as the Green Arrow in Arrow for 4 years. That sort of gets burned into your brain. It's like you can't really look at some people in other roles and not see them as the first thing you saw them. I still see Matt Smith as the 11th Doctor in anything else I've seen him in since he left that show.
And I'm pretty sure Jessica Jones just ruined David Tennant's run for you, didn't he?
Oh God, no. After a while, I'm like, oh my God, David Tennant as Kilgrave? Oh, that was brilliant. But that's getting on. Look, to be honest, with this trailer, I am actually wanting to see it. Like the first Turtles movie, I really wanted to avoid it like the plague. This one looks a little bit more fun. It looks a little bit more like the 80s cartoon, which is what I grew up on. And that's what I reckon the series needed. Like, I know the dark, gritty comic book world versions, even the reboot one that came out recently, which is extremely well written, is something I'd love to see. But you got to remember, this is Turtles Today, owned by Nickelodeon.
But that's weird because
in majority,
you look at the IDW comic, you look at the video games, you look at the Nicktoons cartoon, and it's a slight little balance between hoarding the 80s stuff and bringing everything else in.
Yeah, but the thing is, you got to remember what is selling. The 2012 relaunch is what sells the DVDs, sells the shows, sells the
and that
the
relies
toys.
heavily on the 80s nostalgia. So yeah.
Yeah, so that's the way they want to go.
That's true.
If you want to see like a dark Casey Jones thing, there's a fan film out there called Casey Jones that I recommend. If you want something dark and gritty, that's what you go for.
There was also that canceled Ninja Turtle project where they had Raphael and Casey Jones trying to fight each other.
Yeah. There's plenty of fan stuff out there that is extremely well done if you want the darker stuff.
I will say this. When Michael Bay does a third one, if that has Slash, then you buy me. Then if you had like big evil Ninja Turtle, okay. Then I'm sorry. For now, I'm bootlegging
I'm sorry. Slash for me is like one of those real sore points that you really gotta like really get into it.
I guess because I advocated bootlegging. When it's video games, it's true, but when it's films, it's
who said we're advocating bootlegging? We were advocating fan films.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Oh no! I mean, like, if it's as good as you said, I'll watch the second movie. I just won't pay for it.
That's your prerogative, man.
That's your prerogative, and when the FBI comes knocking on your door, that's an issue that you gonna have to solve. We ain't saving you.
Now they're gonna be looking for Carlos Abdul. They're not gonna be looking for Charlos Abdul. Aha. I'll
Stop.
see you
Except,
guys
except,
next
stop,
time.
except now
stop.
you've said the name
And
of the
he sneaks
podcast, so
away.
if they're listening.
God, Carlos, you are like the worst criminal in the world.
Perfect
I
crime.
try.
But
I
all
try.
right, so we're gonna move. All right, now that Bowman, I'm sure you want to say something about this trailer.
I'm pretty freaking excited. I mean, I know Keith has a problem with Tyler Perry as Baxter Stockman.
Yes, I do.
I mean, wait, what other black man would you have as Baxter Stockman?
I wouldn't have a black man. First
Baxter,
of all,
Stock-
No,
Baxter Stockman
no,
was
no,
originally
sacrilege.
black, so stop it.
Sacrilege. Keith, no.
Baxter Stockman was
is a
black.
dude.
He's a black dude.
so is
I
April
would
O'Neil.
rather have Donnie Glover. I mean,
Old man Danny Glover? Okay.
no. Well, Childish Gambino.
Oh.
Terry
Donald
Crews.
Glover. Yeah,
No.
Terry Crews would be dope as Baxter Stockman.
Ter-
Hell, I'll even do Terrence Howard.
I could buy him as a scientist.
Like Damon Wayans. Like, shoot.
Stop.
I'm totally
You
going
keep
back to
those
Black
Wayne
Man.
boys away from.
No. Black Man was like one of the funniest movies of the 90s.
Yeah.
What about
that was
Robert?
actually-
What
I
about
remember.
Robert Townsend?
Yep,
Meteor Man?
yep.
Yo!
That's what I was about to say. He'd be perfect.
Yes. Oh, yo, Meteor Man was the shit. Oh, man.
Oh, how about if you're looking for a scientist? What's his name? Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Tyson.
Bring
As
in a
long as
real-
we don't
bring
get
in
Neil
a real
deGrasse Tyson to
scientist.
fly.
I mean, then if you were gonna go with the white, if you were gonna go with the white Baxter Stockman, I'd go with Bill Nye. Like,
I'm sorry, but that's the one thing that has not been tackled since the '80s cartoon, at least properly, has been the transformation into the Fly. I know they did it in the 2013 series, but man, like a Fly Baxter Stockman in those movies, yes, that would be awesome.
oh yeah, definitely.
And we
look,
need mouses,
Medea
more
in
mouses.
itself is scary enough. I'm not ready for Tyler Perry to fly.
No, but Tyler Perry's not that bad of an actor. I mean,
No, he's not.
Like honestly, I've always thought the Medea plays were better as plays and not as movies.
I just have a problem with some of his movies and the themes they portray. That's the problem I have.
Okay, hold up. Real Ninja Turtles fans over here. Who has a problem with them continuing making April a white redhead when in the
I have
comics
a huge problem with that because if you're
he
gonna
was
do the
kind of a
you can't pick
mulatto?
and choose. You can't pick and choose to we're gonna have the black Baxter Stockman, but we're still gonna keep Megan Fox's untalented ass as April O'Neil. Like,
Yep.
come on.
You saw that one little clip
It
right
doesn't
there.
matter. It doesn't matter. Michael Bay gotta get off his shit and basically be like, I can't pick and choose anymore. But I mean, the choice is already made because the original Ninja Turtles movie was a thing. But April O'Neil was a mulatto. Baxter Stockman was black, and you want to go with the '80s comic, son? You do it too much.
Like you said, it's never gonna happen. I'm not getting my awesome ninja fights over at a rooftop.
To be honest, Judith Hoag, who played April in the very first '90s movie, she was perfect for April. Unfortunately, age and the passage of time. The thing I keep having with Megan Fox is she's in there just because they want her to look sexy.
Because Bay has a fetish for him.
April O'Neil wasn't really a sex idol, though. That's the thing. She wasn't really.
No, but she made a yellow jumpsuit look sexy, which is fucking hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, so did Uma Thurman, but
no.
That's a matter of opinion. I think she looked hot.
I'm just saying. The thing about it is you're gonna go with one or the other. Are you gonna go with the '90s cartoon or are you gonna go with the '80s comic? Like you have to decide.
You can always do the 2003 cartoon.
And on top of that, April O'Neil wasn't even a news reporter. She was a hacker working for Baxter Stockman.
Anyway, so just like Michael Bay, I think we've blown this up enough. There was another trailer that we had, which was X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh, if you think Apocalypse looked a little phallic, say I.
He's a
I
guy. He
haven't
looks,
seen
he
it, but
looks
I can
whoever
tell
he
you in a
wants to look
second.
like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's
so
the
if
thing,
I was
it's
a guy,
Apocalypse,
so if
you
I'm
can
God,
change.
I'm not gonna come to the human race in the shape of a penis. I'm sorry.
I thought we agreed. It was the resurrection of Ivan Ooze. He's
Oh,
come
wait,
back
wait.
with revenge from
No,
Fox.
no,
Except,
so-
except,
Wait, what are
except
you talking
he's
about?
hold on. Except he's gone from looking purple to looking blue now.
So
The
pretty much.
costume is now a black and blue outfit.
I mean, at least we have a black female Black Ranger in Storm. I don't know. Like,
Eh,
How did, no Power Rangers talk. No, we're
hey,
talking about
they
X-Men.
brought up Ivan Ooze.
but that's how it always is with Apocalypse.
They brought up Ivan
Anywho.
Ooze. I'm sorry. Key was like, no Power Rangers talk. Don't get mad.
No.
But okay,
Not the 2017. Not the 2017.
okay. Look, with this trailer, it's basically this basically encapsulates everything that I have hated with the First Class and Days of Future Past series that they're
You
doing.
did not like First Class? I mean, Days of Future
I
Past is
have
one thing.
hated that reboot shit from day one.
In the case of time, I'm just gonna let that slide. But you and I have words later on.
We'll have a great many words, but like this just go like, and I'll put this exactly straight on who it belongs on. Bryan Singer, get him away from the X-Men movies, for the love of fuck.
But the First
Like,
Class
okay.
wasn't even Bryan Singer; it was Matthew Vaughn, and he was good. Singer is. He has his good days and his bad.
Yeah, but like I watched this thing and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be this big action film, and I give zero fucks about it.
Look, listen. I'm gonna tell you right now.
They blew their load in the final spot when they showed what's his face is playing Professor X finally as the bald version in the wheelchair with the suit.
Yep.
There you go, money shot done. Don't need to see the fucking movie.
So they Batman Superman did.
Oh yeah, they Batman Superman.
Oh hell yeah.
And then the foreshadowing of the Four Horsemen.
But we already know who the Four
We know
Horsemen
who
is.
these
They
bitches
already
are.
told you.
Like,
They showed them all in the friggin' trailer.
I don't like that selection either. That's what I'm saying. I don't like it.
No, they
No,
had
me
to
neither.
in order to get all the mutant appearances that they need. So Four Horsemen is, of course, Psylocke, Storm, Angel turned Archangel, but he's not even blue. And
No, he's a
Magneto
shiny
for some
silver
reason.
motherfucker.
There, you don't need to see the movie.
Which is dumb because Storm a horseman. Never was a
Because it's
horseman.
dumb because we all know
Magneto
Storm
was
back
never
in
a
the
horseman,
X-Men.
really?
No. Nor was Magneto. No, fuck no. Nor was
I don't know.
Psylocke.
I don't remember.
Only one was Angel.
Magneto was a horseman for like 2 seconds.
For like 2 seconds. I remember the '90s cartoon. I remember in the '90s cartoon that.
Cartoon
Evolution.
doesn't count.
Evolution.
But in the comic, I'm trying to remember in the comics though. That's the thing. Like I don't remember exactly.
He
in the
may
comics.
have been also a horseman, but not for long.
I don't think
But-
he ever was a horseman in the comic.
But by the way, like this is just might be my knowledge slipping in these movies. When the hell did we get Jean Grey in this?
And this just now.
This
So
time.
she's making her debut in
Yes.
this third movie.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
good
Cyclops.
God.
Pretty much now we're coming full circle where the so-called original team of
Because
X-Men.
ironically enough, like Wolverine and Gambit and Betsy Braddock and the Hulk were all horsemen in the comics. Yeah.
Now you see, this would have been a nice way to introduce Gambit and introduce Channing Tatum's Gambit.
And Warren Worthington the Third.
Oh, but he's not Archangel. You're not gonna give him the
By the
full.
way, okay. Carlos, you seem to sort of be up on who's playing who in these things. Who's playing Jubilee? Because she looks dead on for all versions of the character I've seen in years.
I forget what's her name. She's like a unknown young actress. Janice something. Totally new. But yeah, on point. The whole 80s. theme
Lana
is-
Condor, I think her name is.
Is it?
Way to Google it.
I did Google it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I
Lana
said.
Condor.
I said, way to Google it.
Thank you. Yes, Lana Condor. She's adorable. She's an adorable little girl. And the super 80s. Yeah. Like, it's so
That's
80s.
the only nice thing I like about this.
Juby looks like she's straight out of the 80s.
Jennifer Lawrence coming back though. They just need that. What's it called? Hunger Games money.
Hunger Games
Yeah,
money.
that's the
That
worst
shit's
thing
done.
for this. Like you were complaining earlier, Carlos, about Stephen Amell. You see him as the R. I see her in this, Jennifer Lawrence in this, and all I can see is Hunger Games.
Like
No,
Katniss.
it wouldn't be bad if she actually stuck to her makeup as she was supposed to. But because it's Jennifer fucking Lawrence, no. Like Robert Downey Jr. doesn't want to be Iron Man for the whole fucking movie.
Yo, you sound mad, son. You sound
I
mad.
am mad. She's supposed to be Mystique. So her whole thing is, I am tired of disguising myself and I want to be a proud mutant. So why you look like Jennifer Lawrence 24/7? Just
I
saying.
don't know, but I'm kind of missing Rebecca Romaine. I'm just saying.
Yeah, me too.
Just saying. The boobies. You know, but I mean, I'll be honest. I'm really looking at the movies that are coming out this holiday season. And I mean, Star Wars is obviously a must see, but I'll never get a chance to see it before 2016.
Why is that?
Take one wild guess.
Sold out tickets, no money.
No, sold out tickets. You got it right the first time. And then
Actually,
What are you
there are
talking
still
about?
some
Everybody is not sold out.
tickets available.
remember, I'm not traveling any further. And there's no real movie theaters in Brooklyn. I'm not going to
Hold on,
Court
Court Street?
I'm not going there. So much hood people over there.
Wow. Way to catch that one.
like what? Like, you out of your
Well,
mind?
It's better than
And you know
traveling
I ain't
all the
going
way
to
to
the
Sheep's
Bronx
Head.
neither.
It's
I ain't
better
going
than
to-
traveling all the way to
See-
Sheep's Head.
Nah, I'd at least go to Sheep's Head. You want to know why? Because I can probably hang out at Kingsborough before that. Like,
You can always come to Delaware. You know,
I will do that.
the movie theater
I
by
will-
me doesn't take reservations. It's bring your ass in line, bitch.
I will do that. Just to chill out. An Outerhaven expedition to Star Wars. Let's do this.
I'm
That'd
going
be
to
great.
see Star Wars.
Too bad if I already bought my tickets. I'm
Man,
just
you
getting
fucked
done.
up. Yo, no taxes in Delaware, son. How you
Nope.
feeling about that?
And
Hmm.
$8.50 tickets.
Exactly.
Is it too late to get a refund?
It might not be. So no, what I'm saying is like for the most part though, you know, like I mean, outside of geek movies, I mean, I'm kind of looking forward. Like I do like a few comedies, and I do love Amy Poehler and Tina Fey, and I'm looking forward to Sisters. I mean, it looks really funny.
I want to look forward to Sisters, but I feel like it's gonna be a repeat of that baby movie they did. Remember?
Baby
Yeah.
movie.
You talking about Mom? Not Mom. I know what you're talking about with Amy Poehler and Tina Fey.
Yeah, it
But
was like right before Amy Poehler started at
started Parks and Recreation.
Parks and Recs, and that was when Tina was really famous with 30 Rock.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but Sisters looks really funny. It looks really funny, and you know, like a lot of people are like, you know, praising the movie already. It's praising the movie, especially certain actors and actresses. They're praising the hell out of Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, like obviously. And then
Of course they have.
And then you know, Deadpool's in 2016.
You know, I really don't care about Deadpool. I never really cared about him as a character.
I
Yeah.
know the memes killed him.
No,
Ironically,
I always considered him a cheap knockoff of Wolverine X Spider-Man.
Right, and then you got Kung Fu Panda 3, which I'm just laughing at right now because it's like, wow, we're actually getting a third one.
of
Because
course,
the
because
first
they
two
ran
were
out
good.
of the budget to make a Shrek 6.
Fuck Shrek.
Fuck Shrek.
I'm glad there was no more Shrek. That got really tiresome.
Oh
Hey, can
no,
we-
they're
can
trying
we
to make a
just
Shrek
make sure
TV
we-
series for Netflix.
Can we make sure we hate on the right movie, man? Alvin and the Chipmunks is getting another movie.
And it's coming next to Star
Oh, by the way,
Wars.
those
Yeah,
no,
children.
no, time out. No,
Talk
it's a smart
about
release.
a box
It's a
office
smart-
slaughter.
It's a smart release. because one, Sisters is also coming out that same time. And the movie you were thinking about was Baby Mama. With
Wait, Sisters is coming out like what, a
Yup.
day before Star Wars?
no, coming out when Star Wars comes out. So it's coming. All of them is coming out on 18.
Oh,
But keep in
come
mind,
on.
Star Wars will attract the geeks. Sisters will definitely attract all the girls that don't want to see Star Wars.
But
And,
it's
I'll be honest, you know, you got some real, like, you know, I mean, when it comes to oh God, Ja Rule's in the movie. Fuck. But yeah, like, you know, you do got your John Leguizamo's in the movie, you know, and things like that. You got like SNL alumni. You got John Cena in a part of the movie as a bouncer in a little bit, so you know the girls be like, "Oh my God!"
I thought he was a drug dealer.
No, he was a bouncer.
Oh well,
Yeah.
I thought what the clips he had
It was about
pretty hilarious.
No, it was pretty funny. Like, dude, like critics are like, "Yo, the dude is hilarious." Like, I think
You know one movie that I'm actually looking forward to?
They said they found his niche. But what you looking forward to?
Chirac.
Yo, Chirac, that Spike Lee movie, that Amazon Spike Lee movie.
Yes. Oh, but now you're reminding me that it's only exclusive on Amazon. Oh,
No.
damn.
It's in theaters. It's just Amazon produced the movie.
Oh, okay,
I'm
good,
looking.
good,
I'm
good.
looking through some early releases for next year. Like we got Kung Fu Panda 3, Zoolander 2.
Right along to.
Why the
Yeah,
fuck
why
are you
the-
making
why the
another
hell-
movie too?
Exactly. You
Ugh.
know, that one was just what the hell.
Because Kevin Hart, that's why.
The
Kevin Hart,
funniest
yeah.
the funniest one I've found so far is one opening in February called Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
And zombies. Oh yeah.
Yes.
A lot of people are looking
Because
forward to
everything
that.
is better with zombies.
Wait, what?
Okay,
I missed that part. I walked away. What's coming
Pride
out?
and Prejudice and Zombies. It's based on that book that you find everywhere in Barnes and Noble.
What book is that?
Pride and Prejudice.
And
Well,
Alright.
there's that. There is also a book like Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
And you know, Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter.
Yeah.
My big fat Greek wedding 2. What the hell?
Hollywood is getting lit.
But I'll be honest, I'm not looking for like and then the Warcraft movie in June.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. That looks awesome.
And then we're
Clinton,
getting
Clinton doesn't like
I'm
movies
not
like
even
that.
into Warcraft, and I'm interested.
and then we're getting Independence Day too. So more Will Smith.
No, wait.
No, Will
No,
Smith's not
There's
in it?
no
no
Will
Will
Smith.
No, Will
No
Smith.
Will
Okay,
Smith,
fuck,
guys.
okay, fuck this movie then.
Yeah.
Angry Birds movie in May.
Tarzan in July. Doctor
Tarzan
Strange-
with Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Alice Through the Looking Glass, because you know Tim Burton needs to keep Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter in money.
No, he broke up with Helena Bonham Carter. You don't like
Look,
keep that chicken money
Broke
no
up
more.
only in marriage-wise, but he still needs her to
Suicide
move.
Squad in August, the Gambit movie in October, Doctor Strange in November, Assassin's Creed in December of 2016,
Oh, don't forget Macbeth, man.
Power
That looks
Rangers
very
in
good.
January of 2017, Lego Batman in 2017, The Wolverine 3.
Okay,
Like,
it's
Okay,
getting
we get
lame.
it. There's a lot of movies.
Yeah.
A lot of
yeah,
movies.
there's a lot of movies coming out, and then Justice League Part 1 because that's why. Because Justice League.
Actually, to be honest, one I'm actually interested to see how they pull it off. The BFG.
Oh,
Any of you
I saw the
who are
trailer.
Roald Dahl fans want to check this out?
Oh,
And-
BFG.
Yeah, and we're also getting another Purge movie, which is they're just funny. They're comedies now.
Oh yeah, and Disney, and totally, you know, since we're talking about Disney movies with the BFG, Ghost in the Shell. Wait, Scarlett Johansson.
Nope.
No, because not only Disney movie, it's an Avi Arad movie, so yeah, it's gonna be corny as fuck. High production, but corny as fuck.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh
No,
man,
but
every
speaking
time
of
I hear
movies,
that.
one last thing. What do you guys feel about the director of Creed and Fruitvale Station possibly doing the Black Panther movie?
I'm down with that. Creed was a good movie.
I
Wait,
think
yeah.
I think the Black Panther is just doomed.
No,
I can't really
if
say
it's-
anything. I haven't seen Creed or anything like that, so I can't tell.
I'm
I'm not
still
saying
laughing.
because of him.
Listen.
I'm saying because people keep leaving that movie.
I'm still laughing that we're getting a Cyborg movie. I'm just saying, you know, I love Cyborg. Can we get Gary Payton, please?
Actually, Carrie Payton has the build to actually play Cyborg. He just has to shave his head. That's it.
Yeah.
We're
please.
done.
Son,
We're done. You just get Carrie Payton.
booyah! Like, I gotta hear that in the movie.
And,
you know,
of
and
course,
we're getting a Mummy reboot. So
with what's her name Yeah, it's a girl as the
with
mummy.
Sophia Boutella.
Oh yeah, the girl from Kingsman, which is
Yep.
also getting a sequel.
And crazy ass Tom Cruise.
And Pete's Dragon is getting a remake. What the hell? Screw you, Disney.
And it's
there's
gonna be
about
3D.
three
I'm
more,
so sorry.
And in the next like 3 years, we're getting 3 more Avatar movies.
No, we're not. Those films have well and truly been abandoned.
I hope the hell so. And then we're getting the Rocket's Black Adam in 2019.
Have they still haven't not figured out who's gonna be Captain Marvel? Because
Yo.
I wouldn't be happy with Rock as Captain Marvel as well.
No, fuck it. I was cracking jokes. I'm like, WWE did a mock-up of comic book resources did a mock-up, but John Cena is Shazam. I don't know. He was good. That was scary.
Shazam is John Cena.
That was scary. That was scary though. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I mean, all this. I'm telling you. I think I said this a few podcasts back, or just a conversation we just randomly had. I think the superhero movie genre is going to die a crazy death within the next 3 years because there's so much coming down the pike.
The bubble's ready to burst. Then,
like the
what's his
bubble
name?
is like right there, just waiting to burst.
Spielberg was right.
Yeah, no, I'm not even trying to diss superhero movies, but like with the amount of superhero movies coming out, guys, I don't know.
It's not the genre's fault though. Thanks a lot, Marvel, for creating the superhero movie into an industrial complex that just keeps shitting out movies after movies after movies to the point where you already planned out an entire timeline of what you're gonna do.
Oh yeah, if you get to that point, that's pretty terrible. But
and then DC, of course, is playing catch up.
Yeah, that's right. But before we go, Mase hit me off with a quick announcement real quick. WWE 2K16 Legends Pack DLC coming out on the 22nd. So I think we're getting some DLC going into like February of this year for WWE 2K16. Well, it gives me a reason
It'll
to
be
fire
one
it
a
back
month.
up. Yeah, so it's giving me a reason to fire it up again. I mean, it's one a month at the end of the month. That's good, just in time for Christmas for me to sit down and be like, I'm playing as Alundra Blaze. Because 90s wrestling and women. But other than that, any final thoughts, ladies and gentlemen?
My final thought is the breakout hit movie for 2016 is going to be The Secret Life of Pets by the same people who did Despicable Me, because frankly, watching a poodle go out and like headbang to heavy metal is hilarious.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Looking
is.
forward to that.
Go ahead. Carlos?
Well, me? No, I'm gonna let the new guys go on. I gotta compose the thoughts.
All right, yo, Mark. Final thoughts?
About the whole Final Fantasy VII thing, just expect an article about it sometime soon from me.
All right, Carlos? I'm sorry. You were done? I'm sorry.
No, I mean, yeah, that's basically it. I just wanted to plug that.
All right, Carlos?
Basically, I have come to terms with my attitudes toward Ninja Turtles. But ultimately, I don't give a shit because Star Wars is another week, and in the same week, Cloud is coming to Smash Brothers. So, yeah.
Oh,
Good times
can't wait for
ahead.
that.
And what about you, Shadowhawk, sir? Show me the Federation's new final thought.
I have none. Believe that? None. I'm speechless.
Wow. Thunderbolt got you really good, huh?
No, because Dark Souls 3 isn't out.
Oh.
There's that.
So don't worry, you still have Bloodborne, the old god.
Beat it, done. Next.
Wait for the next expansion. There's always going to be a next expansion.
Nope. Bloodborne's not getting. Actually, the DLC that we got for Bloodborne was actually 2 expansions put together. So
Wow, they went out quick. Clinton.
yeah,
Clinton.
he's got none.
The next thing you're going to
He
say
even
is,
dropped
here's
off.
my final thought.
He dropped off.
Oh. Well,
Talk
then that's
about-
up to...
Talk about shortcomings.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ooh.
And with that, This is Carlos, the Angry Elf F2, signing off for the Outerhaven.net, episode 90.
Thanks for checking out the Outerhaven Podcast. You can always check us out at www.theouterhaven.net. Also, check out our channel on YouTube at The Outerhaven. And also be sure to check us out on Twitter, which is also at The Outerhaven. We make content, videos, we do podcasts, we do video game reviews and news. So definitely check us out. All right,
Yeah.
that's it.
We're done.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Later.